Hello, race fans, and welcome once again to the Eastern Central Racing Association. Here we are, season 1, round number 11 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And boy, I tell you, they have a perfect night out there for racing, folks. 78-degree air temperature, winds 2 miles an hour, track temperature 81 degrees. As always, thank you for joining us here on Rice Motorsports TV. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell if you want to know when we go live. Now tonight, as always, they run the 75% fuel, have as many tires as they want to run. They only have one faster pair, and they only get 2 chances at a green-white checker for 140 laps around this 1.45 mile facility. And before we head down to the track, we want to give a shout out to our sponsor, ButtKicker. Check out a link in the description. ButtKicker, feel what you've been missing. And also, before we head on down to the track, let's take a look at the standings after round number 10 there, and have a change in the championship standings. Brian Kozad has moved ahead of Justin Lesher only by 9 points, but he's in the lead nonetheless. Matthew Chase also moved up to the 3rd spot. Travis Kwaswinski, he had been out, and he's on a mission to get back up to the top, folks. He's getting there, up 3 spots into that 4th position. Matthew Dunn lost a couple of spots down to 5th. Garrett Kaiser, he's also on the move, up 3 positions into the 6th spot. He bumped Corey Boone down 1 position, down in the 7th. Danny Foster still in 8th. Stephen McComas is up 1 into 9th. And David Meacham has gained 1 spot into your top 10 there. Tyler Powers actually had a rough week there. He's lost 7 positions. Just fell outside the top 10, now down to 11th spot. And you can continue to look on down there and see where your favorite driver is in the top 20. So we're let's bring up the timing and scoring here and see. We got about just over 5 minutes to go here. And it looks like we have about 22 cars in the server. See, let's head down on the track and see who's down there. There's Justin Williams. He's currently 18th fastest with a 29.370. See, Brian Kozad, currently 2nd fastest, 29.108. And the guy he just bumped for the lead there's Justin Lesher. He's currently right behind him, 3rd fastest, 29.146. No surprise, you'll see those guys for sure battling it out when the race gets started. See, there's number 5, Jeff Carter. He's 6th fastest with a 29.209. Who else? There's Travis Kwaswinski moving up the order. He's 10th fastest at the moment with that 29.270. Let's see who else is out there right now. There's Kyle Boone, 38 machine, currently 15th fastest. John Hopley, we've seen it. Boy, John, he can get up there and mix it up with those leaders, and just got to have a little bit of luck there, and stay out of trouble, and he could definitely have a good night for sure. Let's see who else? There's Brian Dobert, currently 21st fastest at 29.717. There's David Carter. He's currently the 17th fastest. I think we have a picture. I think this might be because the drivers, some of the drivers want to have their picture there, and they'll submit a photo. So we got to get his picture in there. There's Kyle Boone. I think we already showed Kyle. How about Shane Christie there? He's 11th fastest at the moment. Make that 12th fastest, 29.280. And let's see, where is I was looking for the 11 car. I don't see him. There he is, Levi McFarland. Currently 5th fastest with the 29.153. And as these guys get closer to qualifying here, we're going to take a quick break and I'm going to make a couple of little adjustments here, and we will be right back for qualifying. Hey, you're watching the Eastern Central Racing Association round number 11 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway on Rice Motorsports TV.
With the ButtKicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. ButtKicker, the future is feeling.
Okay, folks, we are back and here for round number 11, and time is winding up here. Actually, here we go, about 7 seconds to go, and we'll be rolling over to the qualifying session here. Clock counts down to 0, and that will clear the board. Checkered flag is out. And the session will roll over. Now we'll wait for some guys to come out pit road here, and of course, you know, it's a single car qualifying, so we can only see one car at a time. There are multiple cars on track. We'll leave the timing tower up so you can see what's going on, who's doing what. And wait for somebody to come out. Let's see. I think I see there's Levi McFarland. He's getting ready to hit the track here. There's probably already a few cars out on track. We'll follow Levi around here. As we see some times on the board, I believe they get 2 hot laps. So if we see somebody post a time, we'll jump on board and follow them for their second hot lap, see if they can pick up their time. And he crosses the line. The clock is running for the number 11. Well, got some times on the board already. Brian Kozad, provisional pole sitter right now with the 29.280. And just got bumped by Justin Lesher with the 29.131. How about number 11, Levi McFarland? He jumps up to second position, 29.150. A lot of times coming in very quickly here. They have 5 minutes, but it doesn't take them long at all to put down their qualifying times. There's Jeff Carter. He's not. Let's see. He doesn't have a time yet. He's just starting his first hot lap. How about David Carter? He doesn't have a time either. And he's just crossing the line. So that might. Let's see if he gets a time on the board. Nope. That's the start of his first hot lap. Yeah, Stephen McComas looks like he's done. He's ninth fastest, 29.284. A lot of the guys are done. Matthew Dunn, he's done. Matthew Dunn is done. Okay. He's fourth fastest at the moment with that 29.145. Maybe a few guys still out there. There's Jeff Carter. He's got one lap in so far, 29.561, 18th fastest. Let's see if he can move that on up there a little bit. As he comes across the line, see if he improves on that 18th starting position. And unfortunately, he doesn't improve his time, 29.695. And that, for the moment, that will be where he starts. Looks like David Carter, he moved up to the 8th spot there, 29.233. You know, I saw his move up his name move up the tower there. Wherever he was when he started, he made a nice jump up there. Good move for Dave there. It looks like that might be everybody. So as we get ready to roll over to the starting grid here, we will pause for our national anthem. Okay, we are back, and the server has just rolled over to the race session here. Cars are starting to come out onto the starting grid. You know, they're starting to do that Le Mans style starting here at Charlotte. And as the guys come out of the pits there, wait for them to finish lining up, let's take a look at your starting lineup. On the pole, we have Brian Kozad. Then starting second will be Levi McFarland, Justin Lesher third, Matthew Dunn in the fourth position, Corey Boone fifth, Garrett Kaiser starting sixth. Then we have David Meacham seventh. In eighth, we have David Carter. Ninth is Justin Williams. Stephen McComas rounds out your top 10. Then we have Travis Kraswinski starting 11th, Kyle Boone in the 12th spot. 13th will be Kyle Martin. 14th, Shane Christie. 15th is Carl Rourke. Craig Martin in the 16th position. 17th will be John Hopley. Jeff Carter starting 18th. Brian Dobert 19th. Matthew Chase rounds out your top 20. Then we have Travis Eccles 21st position, and Charles Garrett starting in the 22nd position. Still waiting on, there's your pole sitter Brian Kozad. And we're waiting for the rest of the drivers. There's a 2-minute countdown timer You know, it's a fixed setup, but there's still some little adjustments that you can make. So very limited adjustments, but there's a few that the drivers can make, and everybody's doing that or just getting themselves ready for that race. Once you get in that race rig, you know, you're in it until the checkered flag comes out. Looks like we just about got everybody on track here. As soon as all the cars get on there or the timer ticks down to 0, they will roll off. And got to be careful, make sure you don't miss that timer, otherwise you'd have to start from pit road. Cars start to take off now. Waiting for everybody to catch up. Everybody's starting to come around now. Whole field starting to line up. Making their way down into turn 3. Pace cars on pit road. We're waiting for that green flag.
Green flag, green flag.
We've got a green flag, and we're racing here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Everybody's off to a good start. Kozad will lead them down into turn 1. Boy, Justin Lesher, he is right there too, folks. Lesher wasting no time, taking a look down on the inside. I think he might challenge for that lead. Couldn't quite get a run on him. Kozad, he's going to hold on to lead lap 1. Matthew Dunn, he's right there battling with, looks like Corey Boone. They rocket down the back stretch. Field starting to spread out just a little bit. Levi McFarlane, he's there in that 5th spot, followed by Garrett Kaiser. And from Kaiser on back, there's about a half second or so back from him back to Travis Kraswinski. Make that about 4/10. Travis, he's starting to pull in there pretty close now. Kraswinski and company, he's coming in. There's Justin Williams making his way down. Currently in that 8th spot. There's Kyle Boone. And boy, he's got David Carter right on his heel. Carter may be one of the newer drivers in the league. Currently running in that 12th position. There's Jeff Carter. Meanwhile, at the front, boy, Justin Lesher, he's opened up 4/10 of a second on Matthew Dunn. Dunn now in the 2nd position. Corey Boone's there in 3rd. Ryan Kozad is faded back to the 4th spot. Now, he may be just settling in here for the long haul. You know how it is when you have those fresh Goodyears on there, and you know, it's kind of a balance between just going out there, going hard, maybe just kind of testing the water to see how what some of these guys have around you and how hard they're going to push the car. And you kind of settle in, as they go here. Now they're running at 75% fuel. And I think what we're going to start doing after today, we're going to check in with the driver, before the race starts and kind of get an idea of what kind of fuel window they have for the race. Now, how far can they actually go on a tank of fuel? Now, whether or not the tires will hold up remains to be seen, but this Kozad taking a look now on the inside of Corey Boone for position. Looks like he's trying to squeeze by the 83 there. Looks like he's going to get him across the line. Trying to hold on to that third spot. Travis Kozlinski, he's moving in close. Keeping the leaders in sight. Definitely doing what he has to do to get back up in the points. He'd missed a few races and making pretty good progress to get back up into championship contention. A little further back, there's David Meacham. I know he'll be hoping for some good results. He got bit by some bad luck at the last couple of races and try to just stay out of trouble. Keep moving that 13 car up to the front, running just inside the top 10 now. Currently working on Justin Williams there for position. If he can get past him. 26 racing hard on the outside. Meacham might have him as they go into turn one here. Looks like he's going to have the better line. But Williams, he's hanging tough on the high side there, and he manages to hold on, actually. So Meacham, he ends up dropping back behind the 26 once again. A little further back, more battling going on back here. There's Kyle Martin. Currently working on David Carter there for position. Carter about 3/10 ahead of him. Actually, looks like Shane Christie just moved ahead of Kyle Martin there into that 14th spot. Martin, that's not the direction he wants to be headed. Now he's got to chase down the 7. Lesher is once again your leader. Well, I think actually he's been the leader. He hasn't given up the lead. It was Matthew Dunn who had actually gotten moved past Brian Kozad. Kozad is back up to that third spot, though. He had fallen back to 4th. Now trying to see if he can move up underneath that 55. Matthew Dunn really up high up there on that outside wall coming off of 4. I don't think he made contact. Boy, he was close. Running a very high line. Seems to be working for him, though. He's keeping that momentum up coming off of those corners. Making it a little hard for Kozad to try to get him around him. You see Kozad's really he's dedicating himself to that low line here right now anyway. And right now Dunn is able to keep him at bay. Probably saving his tires a little bit running that higher line as well. So you're running a wider angle going around the corners there. Not scrubbing off as much rubber. Justin Lesher, he's quite a ways ahead now, 1.3 seconds ahead of second place Dunn. You can see them starting to fade in the distance there just a little bit. There's Levi McFarland still in that 5th spot. Corey Boone right there behind him. He's got Garrett Kaiser getting pretty close here now. Right, he's got a whole bunch of guys right there behind him. In fact, that's a nice battle right behind him there. There's Garrett Kaiser. Actually, he just got passed by Williams and Meacham there. Kaiser back to the 9th spot. David Meacham, nice battle there with Justin Williams. 16 laps in the books here. Let's look a little further back. There's Matthew Chase, currently running in the 14th spot. He's got Carl Rourke right there in front of him, that black and gold car. Mellow Genuine Draft Machine. Trying to hunt down that number 7, Shane Christie. And behind them, a nice battle forming back here. Look at this group of guys here. David Carter in that 17th spot. And man, they're battling hard back here, boy. It's great. 99 John Hopley trying to get past that 71. He actually does get past him. Jeff Carter also trying to make a move down on the inside. David Carter, got 2 Carters there. David Carter in the 71 and Jeff Carter in the 5. Good battling going on throughout the track. Oh, boy, we got a caution here. Let's see. Oh, no, and it involved one of your leaders, Matthew Dunn. If I can get a lock on him there. There he is. It doesn't look like he has a whole lot of damage that we can see. Car seems to be okay. Might have just been a spin here. We'll roll back the replay here and see what happened to Matthew there. There he's racing. And he got a little sideways and managed to. He does whack the inside wall there. It didn't seem to do a whole lot of damage to the car. I think he was just fighting hard to stay off of Brian Kozad. And so that was pretty much the whole deal right there. So caution here, we're on lap 19. Dunn running right up the front, man. Now he's back in the 19th position. He was running second place to his teammate, Justin Lesher, but now I got a little bit of work to do. Don't know if he'll use his fast repair or not. I don't think he has enough damage from the looks of it to even warrant using a fast repair. Everybody's coming in. Your leader's coming down pit road. Pit speed limit, I think, is about 50 miles an hour there. He'll hit his marks. Goes that into his box. There's Levi McFarland. Oh, McFarland, he didn't overshoot. He kind of undershot there. I saw him. He had to scoot forward just a little bit, get his tires on. Let's see. Lesher might be, if he is the first one out, I'm guessing Kozad might be the second. Yes, he is. Travis Kozwinski, he's third. McFarland, he's still there. Now he's done. He's on his way out, still in that 5th spot. So he didn't really lose anything, even though he had to pull up just a little bit to get into his box. I think he was running 5th anyway. So he was able to get in and out of there. No problem. It looks like everybody came in. Every single car came in. And so no one bothered to stay out to try to get a bonus point for leading a lap or anything. Lesher now caught up with the pace car. They'll circle their way around the track here now. As they cross the line, it'll be lap 21 of 140. And the lights are out on the pace car, so we'll be going green next time around. It'll be lap 22 on the restart. Everybody getting caught up there. Don Hopley getting into position. Let's see, Matthew Dunn, he's coming down pit road again. Might get he's probably just having some optional repairs done on the nose of that 55 car. There's not nearly enough damage to burn a whole fast repair for that. And he slides on in. And he went ahead and used this fast repair. You saw that nose pop out, the brand new. And I guess he decided, no, this is not going to work. I'm going to have to go ahead and burn it. So now he's done. He's going to have to be careful the rest of the race. He's got a long ways to go, and try to keep that car in one piece. Here they are, middle of turns 3 and 4. Pace car will be getting ready to pull in here. Give a shout out to the folks in the chat there. Hey, Rob Johnson. Wishing Echoes and Christy good luck there. And we're racing once again here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. That's your good jump. Look at Travis Kwiecinski. Boy, he's right up there, folks. And we know that Travis can get right up to the front. Boy, Brian Kozad right there behind him. Well, he was behind him. He must be right beside him right now. There he is. Can always expect see that 93 up the front. Kozad trying his best to get past him, get back to that second spot. Kind of speeds are they doing down the backstretch here? At about 186, I think it was, before they hit the, turn 3. Boy, everybody's spaced out quite a bit there. There's your Stephen McComas in the 7th spot. Back through 7th places, spread out quite nicely. They're still a little bunched up back here, battling Kyle Martin kind of in the thick of it here. Trying to get past the 99 of John Hopley. Shane Christie in that 7 on the high side. Looks like they both might get past. Oh, boy, he had to check up big time. Keep from running in the back of the 99. Boy, how about that 5 car, Jeff Carter? He almost has to do the same thing. Try to keep from running into these guys. He's running right behind the 12 of Martin there, Kyle Martin. We'll try to see if he can get a run on the 12 now, going down to turn 3. Decides not to try to go for anything right there. It's a little bit on the tight side. There's Matthew Dunn. He's back there now in the 16th spot. He had been running up the front and went ahead and used that faster pair, now trying to work his way back up through the field. Currently 16th. Boy, that traffic is really wadded up in front of him, though. He won't be getting through there easy at all. Those guys are battling hard right there in front of him. Battle going on. There's Corey Boone. Trying to stay ahead of Craig Martin, that 22 car down on the inside. Kyle Rourke, he's kind of leading that group there in the 04 car. Managing to stay ahead of Kyle Martin in the 12 machine. Justin Lesher, he's still your leader. Kwiecinski right there in the 2nd spot. Just about 4/10 of a second behind him. Trying to hold on to that 8 machine. Kwiecinski, he's gained 9 spots since the start of the race. Old sitter Brian Kozad still in that 3rd position, but he's like 8/10 of a second behind Travis. There's Brian right there. And David Meacham up into the top 5, running 4th at the moment. Trying to stay in touch with those leaders. He's got a nice little gap between him and Levi McFarland. McFarland having a good race also, running in the top 5 at the moment. And he actually, he's got over half a second to Matthew Chase, so he's got a nice little cushion at the moment. Kyle Boone is starting to put a little bit of pressure on the 9 car. Looks like he might try to take a run on him here as they cross the start-finish line, going at turn 1. 38's going to move into that 6th position. Well, look at the gap that's starting to form here now. Stephen McComas, there he is in the 70. And from about 8th place on, you can look back and see, boy, they're really starting to separate now. You can even see it on the track map, a bit of separation. Almost, it's sort of like 3, I'd say 1, 2, 3, for like 4 packs of cars there, pretty much. 4th place, David Meacham, he's leading the second group, more or less a group of cars there. And then back there, we were like 9th place, Shane Christie. Carl Rourke isn't exactly, he's right, there he is right there. I guess you could say in 13th spot there, Corey Boone. He's leading that particular group of cars there. Do have a couple of stragglers, unfortunately. Back in 20th spot, we got Charles Garrett. He may be another newer driver. Don't recall seeing him before, and he's got David Carter right there behind him, battling for position. And those are the two. Oh, and he just tagged the wall there just a little bit. Travis Eccles right behind him, taking measure of the 71 as they cross the line, seeing if he can get below him here, pick up that position. He just about got there. He's 22nd again. Carter fighting him off. So from the front of the pack to the very back, boy, they're battling hard. Justin Lesher now 1.6 seconds ahead of Brian Kozad, who's actually gotten past Travis Kwizwinski, who now fell back to that 3rd spot. David Meacham is still in the 4th position. Levi McFarland, for the moment, holding on to 5th, ahead of the number 38 of Kyle Boone. And from there, there's a nice little gap between the drivers there. Boone, he's there, and then Matthew Chase is a bit further back. 1.48 seconds behind Kyle Boone. He's got a bit of, everybody's separated by about a second or so here at the moment from this point back. There's Matthew Chase, and then we have Stephen McComas in the 70. Now Shane Christie starting to pull in on him just a little bit here. He might be challenging for that position in a lap or so. They're now on lap 37. The sun has set here at Charlotte. Lights are on. Getting ready to race into the night. Looks like he got a good run. He might get him right here as they go down the backstretch. And yes, he will get past the 7. I'm sorry, the 7 will get past the 70 into that 8th spot. But, you know, McComas, he isn't quite done with him just yet. We're going to see if he can fight back. Christie's going to manage to hold on to that 8th spot as they race down the back stretch. Behind them, there's Jeff Carter, pretty much running all by himself there. He's at the tail end of the top 10. It's always fun to be running in the top 10. Yeah, Kyle Martin right there, and a little bit further back, there's Corey Boone trying to get closer to Carl Rourke. He's got Craig Martin on his tail, or trying to get closer anyway. Looks like he is going to make a move on the 83 there, pick up that 13th spot. Let's go back up here. David Meacham. Now he's got Levi McFarland. Still a nice, comfortable distance, about 0.4 of a second. Now Kyle Boone, he's trying his best to put more pressure on the 11 car. Now everybody, the last time everybody pitted that last caution, everybody pitted on lap 9. Well, just about everybody pitted on lap 19. Matthew Dunn came back in and used his faster pair, so he pitted again on lap 20. But I think that was really just to use the faster pair. It wasn't to change tires or anything. Everybody is on the same, their rubber has the same life. Nobody's out of sequence yet. And everybody's still running in the race, too. That's always great to see. Lesher, he's still racing along. Boy, look at the top three there. They're really spaced out. Brian Kozad there in second. There's Travis Kwiecinski. Nice gap back before you get to David Meacham. Levi McFarland, he's not too far back past the 13. Can't seem to make any ground up on him, though. Holding around 0.3 of a second. He's got Corey Boone about 0.4 behind him. So everybody's kind of, I'm not going to say they're in cruise mode, but yeah, everybody's got plenty of space. They can run their line, and that's really going to make this race go by. Now that gap has come down to 0.2 of a second. McFarland is starting to close in on him. They're able to run their line and get into a good rhythm here. He is getting really close. I think he's going to try to make a pass. Meacham goes down a little low there. He said, if you're going to pass me, you're going to pass me on the high side. McFarland trying to see if he can get it done. As they come down to the line, he's ahead right now. Let's see if he can make it stick going in the turn run. I think he will. He moves up into that 4th position. Good racing there for Levi McFarland. They still got a way to go. 7 seconds behind your leader, Justin Lesher. About 4 seconds behind third place Travis Kwiecinski. Now Lesher, he's clearly out front. Now he's got the 22nd, David Carter, in the 22nd position. And he's about 10 seconds. I'm sorry, make that 7 seconds ahead of your leader. That gap is coming down at a slow but steady clip here. So I give him maybe another 3 or 4 laps here, and he'll be running into some lap traffic. Now that may slow down his gap to Kozad and Kwiecinski. In fact, it'll probably affect all of them as they have to start working their way through traffic. Somebody's on pit road. That was David Carter coming in. He's going to make a green flag pit stop. First green flag pit stop of the evening. Car looks pretty good. Probably just coming down. I'm wondering if it's either for tires or fuel, because they did stop on lap 19. It hasn't been out there all that long. With 70, I believe they're running 75% fuel. This may be just a stop for tires, and kind of came into his box there trying to. He didn't overshoot. Not sure. We're having some kind of a problem. Oh, big problems for the 71. He can't get lined up, and now he finally gets his tires going. Meanwhile, while he's trying to get the servicing done, the field goes on by. He was going to lose 1 lap anyway. He's probably going to end up losing 2 now while he's getting his tires on. Looks like he's on his way out already. Your leader's just about to cross the start-finish line. They're probably going to catch him. He's trying to get up to speed. but I don't think he won't be able to get up to speed in time to keep from going another lap down. I don't believe. There's your leader right there behind him now. There he is. He's up to speed, but I don't think it's going to matter. There's your leader right there. Justin Lesher goes by, and I think that'll put him a second lap down. Yeah, and Lesher, he just tagged the wall there. I think I saw some sparks flying from that 8 machine. Car looks to be okay. Now, he wasn't that close to the 87. I'm sorry, what to the 71 of David Carter. He was able to get by him cleanly, but he did push wide there just a little bit. Brian Kozad trying to see if he can close in now. Half a second. I think when Lesher made that contact, obviously that cost him some time. And look at Kozad. He's also had a little taste of the wall somewhere along the way. The right side of that hood's bowed up just a little bit. But he is only a half second behind your leader, Justin Lesher. And see, where's Travis? Travis, he is about a little over 3.5 seconds behind Brian Kozad in that third position. But man, I tell you, he's almost 5 seconds ahead of Levi McFarland, who's now in the 4th spot. Levi McFarland having a good race here tonight. We've seen him get caught up in some things and have a little bit of bad luck here and there. Right now, comfortably running in the top 5. David Meacham also having a good night so far, running in that 6th position, trying to run down that 7 car, Shane Christie. Everybody definitely starting to get spread out quite a bit. A lot of the cars, I'd say about maybe half of the field, getting spread out nicely. Let's look a little further back. There's a bit of gap between these guys. Matthew Chase, he's right there in the 9 car, trying to chase Corey Boone in the 38 machine. He's got the number 5, Jeff Carter, right there behind him. Now on lap 55 of 140. Well, even with the caution, I think we had, what was it, 2 cautions? Or, I can't remember if it was 1 caution or 2. But, and we just have a lead change, folks. Brian Kozad, he did get around Justin Lesher. I don't know if Lesher has a problem or not. Uh-oh. Getting a little racy here as they go down the backstretch. And they're both really running a really high line there. Tires maybe starting to get a little ragged. I'd say they're about to hit some lap traffic there. There's Kozad still on that high line. He's going past the 24 of Garrett, Charles Garrett there. That's actually going to put Garrett, he'll actually end up being the lucky dog. And he's got that lap all to himself as well, because David Carter is running 22nd, but he's 2 laps down instead of just 1. So if a caution would have come out, Charles Garrett, he would get that wave around as long as he's not involved in the caution. Kind of just making his way around the track here. There's Jeff Carter. And he finally trying to get past David Meacham. Did I see some damage? He got a little bit of damage on that left rear bumper of that 5 car. I could have sworn I just saw Meacham Thought I saw some sparks flying there. He might have made a little visit to the wall as well. There's Matthew Chase. Everybody's really starting to have to go upstairs to that high line. Maybe a telltale sign that these tires are starting to go away just a little bit. So he's trying to make a move on the 13. As they go down to turn 1, can he make it stick? Let's see. He might be able to. It looks like he will. And he does move into that 7th position, meets him right there. And less than 9 laps away from the halfway point. Brian Kozad is your leader. Now he's the one starting to pull out. He's 2.4 seconds ahead of Justin Lesher. We got another guy on green flag pit stop. Looks like that's Steve McComas. John Hopley is also coming in. I think I saw somebody else. So was it Travis? Okay, some of your leaders are coming in. Brian Kozad, Travis Kwizwinski making his way down. Shane Christie making it. Oh, he locks him up as he gets to the line, trying to keep from getting that pit road speeding penalty. Hopefully he got down slowed down in time. More drivers coming in. There's Kyle Martin. Oh, the 55 Matthew Dunn got a little sideways as he was trying to get her woed down. I don't think he hit anything from the looks of it. Looks like the car is okay. I mean, they come in as hot as they possibly can, folks. He has to crawl agonizingly slow down pit road until he gets down to his box. And he hits his marks. Busy pit road. Kyle Martin, left side's going on. He's down and away. And there's Kyle Boone. He's exiting now in the 12th position. Now Levi McFarland, him and Corey Boone elected to stay out so far. So he's running out first, and there's Corey Boone in the 83 machine. He's about 12 seconds behind McFarland. But I would think their performance will be off so much, they won't be able to afford to stay out there much longer. It could be that they might be trying to do like a fuel thing. Here comes McFarland making his way down on the pit road. And he gets her woed down. Moving about 6, so actually just about to pass him right now. He just goes past into the lead, Corey Boone. Now I believe he's the only guy that has not pitted. Charles Garrett. Oh, we got a caution. Don't know. Oh, no, it might have been Brian Kozad. Oh, look at the damage on the hood there for Kozad. More damage. He had just a little bit of damage. Now even more damage for the 87. And that might have been what brought out the caution. I don't see anything else that would say what happened there. Let's go back and look at Brian, see if we can see what happened. Might have just been a spin. Oh, yeah, it got away from him big time. Boy, he managed to keep it off of the wall. So that he didn't incur any more damage. That damage was already there. But, man, he did a great job keeping it off any wall, making any contact with any thing or anybody. So here we are, caution here. That's only the second caution of the evening. We're lap 66. And boy, let me tell you, Corey Boone, now he pitted on, he still has yet to pit. And man, I tell you, we only have 6 cars on the lead lap. And boy, that was a stroke of luck for the 83 there. And he'll lose a few spots as he pits here, but only him and 5 other cars are on the lead lap. That's trapping a lot of guys a lap down. We're showing 10. I'm sorry, yeah, showing 9 cars on the lead lap here. Coming down, hit his marks here. Brian Kozad now just coming down to his pit box. Let's see if he uses that faster pair. Doink, there it goes. And we actually are just, well, no, we're about 3 laps away from the halfway point here with lap 70. Faster pair used. Fresh tires going on. He's down and away. He'll exit in the 6th position. David Meacham making his way down pit road. Nobody else is on pit road except for Stephen McComas, the 70 car. And let's see. And that engine is not running. Not sure what happened to Stephen, unless he got some kind of penalty or something. And so things aren't going well for the 70 right now. Now, Justin Lesher, he is once again your leader. Corey Boone, he lucked out. He stayed out there and now finds himself in the 5th position with fresh tires. Some of the freshest tires out there. David Meacham making his way back out of pit road. He'll rejoin. Looks like he'll rejoin in the 7th position. More guys coming down pit road. To Kyle Martin making his way in. David Carter also coming in. Might as well. And they have unlimited tires, so why not? Since we're under caution, might as well throw that fresh rubber on there. Keep that car as fresh as possible. And now there's your leader. But boy, I think who is directly behind the pace car? I can't tell who's behind the pace car here. Wonder if yeah, it is Jeff Carter. Okay, so he'll have to when they get the one to go. A lot of these guys, some of these guys anyway, are going to get their lap back. Some of the guys that were a lap down. Not too many folks, but it'll be a handful of them that'll get their lap back. Should be getting the one to go this time around. We'll see how many guys go here. Cars coming down, the pace cars coming down the across the start-finish line. Lights should be going out. And there he goes. He's making his way on around. And he's followed by John Hopley. And let's see, Matthew Chase got a wave around. Kyle Boone got a wave around. And Craig Martin. And Matthew Dunn. It was a few guys. Also, Garrett Kaiser got a wave around, and yeah, that was it. So those are the guys who got lucky, able to get back on the lead lap here. They go to make their way down the backstretch. It'll be lap 70. It'll be exactly the halfway point when we get the green flag once again. Justin Lesher back up at the front. We got Travis Kwiecinski in 2nd spot. Levi McFarland. Actually, I think it's Shane Christie who's actually at 3rd. Levi McFarland 4th. They're just kind of jockeying for position there. Now making their way out of turn 4. Pace car is on pit road.
Green, green, green.
And we got the green, and we're racing once again here at Charlotte. Let's watch some of these guys back here behind your leader. There's Kozad. Trying to race up there past the 7 of Shane Christie. Everybody's pretty darn racy here right now. Levi McFarland fighting to hold on to that 3rd spot. Corey Boone, he's getting back in the mix as well, getting really up there. Is trying to stay close to these guys here. McFarland, he moves up right in front of Boone. Boone's going to try to go down on the inside here. Oh, no, we got a caution. Let's see. Looks like Dave Carter, okay, he's missing the back of that car. And looks like, oh no, looks like Matthew Dunn might have been involved as well. This car doesn't quite look as damaged. Let's go back to David Carter then. We'll watch the replay here and see what happened. Okay, it looks like, oh, he got together with the 9 car there. And that's what got that going. Yeah, that was Matthew Chase. Oh, boy, the 22. Boy, talking about, oh, is he going to avoid him? No, doesn't look like it. At first, I thought he was. Oh, boy, the 22. He made contact with the inside wall. Boy, that was some heavy contact there for Craig Martin. Let's see, who else is there? Let's go ahead and take it live here. There's Matthew Dunn making his way down pit road. We saw Justin Lesher coming down. Kyle Boone's making his way down. Looks like Matthew Dunn, he's still on his way to his pit box. Craig Martin, he had that hard contact with the wall. Looks like he used his fast repair, I believe. And that did hand the lead to Travis Kwiecinski. Brian Kozad right there in 2nd spot. Levi McFarland in 3rd, and Corey Boone right there in the 4th spot. Shane Christie rounds out your top 5. Then we have David Meacham there in the 6th spot. Jeff Carter running 7th. And we have Garrett Kaiser, 8th position. Justin Lesher, he re-enters in the 9th spot. And Justin Williams rounding out your top 10. Give a shout out to Justin there. Hey, you got to send me a copy of that logo there. Got that Rice Motorsports TV on there, looking good. Thank you, Jeff. Justin. Trying to get the sheriff back up to the front of the field there. See Stephen McComas making his way down. David Carter is coming in once again, taking as many opportunities as possible. Kwiecinski, now he did stay out. Him and Kozad, McFarland, in fact, everybody right up there in the top 10 there. As they move around, they'll probably be getting the one to go here in a few seconds here, and but we're going to take a break as they traverse the track here. Hey, you're watching Eastern Central Racing Association round number 11 here on Rice Motorsports TV. Okay, folks, we are back, getting ready for the restart. Lights are out on the pace car. Travis Kraswinski will be leading them back to the green. It'll be lap 76 on the restart, going now into turns 3 and 4. Ryan Kozad, Levi McFarland, Corey Boone, Shane Christie in tow. Field all bunched up and ready to go once again. Pace cars on pit road waiting for that green flag. And here we go. We're racing once again at Charlotte. Kraswinski with a nice jump there. Corey Boone battling with McFarland there. David Meacham he got that 4th position from Levi McFarland. Oh, and Levi, I think he bounced off the wall. He's able to continue. Hopefully that car is steering okay. Boy, the 7 of Shane Christie had to chuck up a little bit. Man, he is really close on the 11. It looked like the 5, Jeff Carter, he's able to take advantage of that. Jeff Carter, he'll move into that 7th position. He's trying to get past the 11 right now. He crossed the line. It'll score him in the 6th position. Meanwhile, up the front there, Brian Kozad trying hard to make a move on Travis Kraswinski. Oh, we got another caution, folks. And looks like this one is Charles Garrett. And car, he might have just spun perhaps, and the car doesn't look like it has any real damage on it. Let's go ahead and look at the replay here and see. Oh, something else was going on. Let's run that back a little bit. Let's see. He looked like he might have bounced off the wall there. Let's slow that down. Who was that? Was that Matthew Chase? Yeah, that was Matthew Chase there right behind him. And I think they might have had a little coming together. And he was, so they're coming off of 4. And let's see if something else was happening in front of them. And no, I think what it was, he just came off and he really got up into that outside wall. You can already see Chase starting to react, but he's too close to it. And they're both going to end up going down through the grass. And I think that's all that's going to really happen for them. That looks like that was the only time they... Oh! And Chase, he did get his front clipped there by the 24, unfortunately, as they slide on through. Well, they're not sliding, but as they drive on through the grass there. So, yeah, just a bad deal for both of them there. And Garrett still spinning. He now gets it locked down. Everybody's already passed. And so he's able to get it going once again. Let's take it back alive. So here we are, caution, lap 80. 60 laps to go. You know what they say, sometimes cautions breed cautions. Kraswinski, he's still your leader. Some folks on pit road, Garrett Kaiser on pit road. I think Shane Christie is just leaving as well. And Kyle Boone, he's on pit road. I don't know if he's just, doesn't look like too much is going on there with the 38. I don't know if he's got some kind of penalty or what. David Carter, he just came in getting fresh tires for that 71. That's everybody that's on pit road. And they might get the green to go this time as they come around. Not the green, but the one to go. And Travis trying to fake him out just a little bit. Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to fall for that one. Not this close to the restart. And it looks like we're going to have at least a couple more laps. They'll probably get the one to go next time around. So, okay, folks, go ahead and get your popcorn and get ready. We're going to get ready for this restart once again. And, hey, you're watching Eastern Central Racing Association round number 11 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway at Rice Motorsports TV.
With the ButtKicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. ButtKicker, the future is feeling.
We are back at North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400-lap race on this .625-mile racetrack. And just as the field comes all around turn number 4, the sunshine peeks through, helping warm things here. Bill Elliott leads him down. Benny Parsons on the outside. The green flag flies, and the first Union 400 Winston Cup race from North Wilkesboro is underway. Everybody nicely through turns number 1 and 2 as Bill Elliott has the lead, and Dale Earnhardt has jumped into second position, followed by Benny Parsons and Bobby Allison. Oh, here we go. It's just about to go away. They bump coming out of turn 4. Earnhardt gets the lead. We had just heard from our spotters that Neil Bonnett. Dale Earnhardt is on his last lap. This will be his 24th career win. Dale Earnhardt wins the first Union 400 at North Wilkesboro.
Okay, folks, here we are getting ready for the restart. Getting ready to come out of turn 4. Pace car getting ready to come off the track. It'll be lap 83 on the restart. Krzyzewski is going to have to do it again, get another good start here. And I do think the leader controls the start. He's already pulled the trigger. He's off and running. We're racing once again. Kozad's right there. How about Corey Boone in that third spot? Look at David Meacham on the high side, trying to see if he can get up there. He was not able to do it. Corey Boone going to hold on to that third position. Had a very lucky caution come out for him just as he was coming into the pits earlier. It kept him from losing time on track. Found himself in the top 5. So far, he's able to hold on. Justin Lesher now just moved up to the 4th spot past David Meacham. Lesher back on the move once again, trying to get to the front. Krzyzewski continues to lead. Brian Kozad second. Now he's going to try to put the moves on. Oh boy, Boone, he does scrape the wall just a little bit. And Justin Lesher, he just rolls right underneath the 83, making it look easy as he moves into that 3rd spot. You know what they say, the closer you get to the front, the harder it is to pass. We'll see what he can do with Brian Kozad here. Across the line, it's lap 86 now, 140. And I tell you, you know, we've had a few cautions here now, and but man, it is great to see. We started with 22 cars, and we still have 22 cars on track, folks. There's a few of them that are multiple laps down, but everybody is still running. David Carter came into the pits once again, but he's now on his way back out, so we still officially have all 22 cars still running in the race. That is great to see. There was Carter, just saw him at the bottom of the picture there. There's Garrett Kaiser at the end of the top 10 there. Shane Christie right there behind him, trying to get back up there, break into that top 10. Somebody was up there getting very close to that outside wall. Let's see, who was that? It might have been Matthew Dunn, I think. He's tasted the wall before. Oh, they got together. McFarland. Oh boy, that was Justin Williams. He got into the 11 just a little bit. They're able to continue. Boy, that one woke them up, that's for sure. I don't think either driver hit the wall, so that's good to see. Man, that was super close. Eric Kaiser, you know, they both had a little bit of a bobble there, had to regain control of their cars. Kaiser's now trying to take advantage of that. He trying to move past the 11 anyway, into that 9th spot. He's got a nose ahead of him at the moment. As they go down the backstretch, can he complete the pass? Drag race down the backstretch. How about Shane Christie right there watching that all happen? Action throughout the field here, folks. Kozwinski, he's still leading, but not by much. And he's, matter of fact, he's trying to hold on. Look at Kozad and Lesher on the high side. Kozwinski moves back up to the top there. Now Kozad's going to try his luck down on the inside line. Lesher stays high. Now, whether or not, I don't know if he has the angle to really pull off a pass right now. Plus, he's got Lesher on the outside, so he can't let that car just roll up as much as he wants it to. Kind of pinned down on the inside right now with that 8 on the high side. He'll tuck in behind those guys. Well, now lap 91 of 140. Make that lap 92 as they cross the line. We usually like to move through the pack. We're going to stick with these front 3 for right now. They're running nose to tail here. Boy, Justin Lesher, he's trying to get closer. Travis Kozwinski so far. Oh, he might have opened the door this time unless he's going to get enough momentum on that hot line to fight off the 8 car. This time around, looks like he just might as they go down the backstretch. Kozwinski, boy, that would really help him as far as climbing back up in the points. He would love to finish ahead of those 2 guys. Kozwinski once again slightly clear of Kozad by a couple of tenths of a second. Well, Justin Lesher, he's kind of backed off a little bit, probably cooled those Goodyears down a little bit. Corey Boone is still up there in that 4th spot. He hasn't gone anywhere yet. He's not quite up there with the top 3, but he's hanging in there. And you know, like I've said before, you know, he could be in the catbird seat. Something goes wrong. Those guys, if they get tangled together, he is in prime position. Somebody blinked out there. I think that who is that? Kozad, I think. Yeah. Oh no, is he going to come back? Kozad is falling down the order. You can see in the timing and scoring. Man, he might have lost his connection, folks. He is not back yet. That's one thing that online racing, that will happen to you. And every now and then you'll see a guy lose their connection. Oh, my goodness. And he is not back yet. Ryan Kozad at the moment is not showing in here at all. He is showing out. I think Brian Kozad might have lost his connection, folks. Oh my goodness, he is not going to be a happy camper right now, let me tell you. Yep, he is right now showing in 17th position. And probably the only reason he's showing in that position right now because there's some cars that are a few laps behind him, but they will quickly unlap themselves relative to where he is right now. And so where there were 3, now there are 2. Krzyzewski and Lesher. Coming out of 4, getting ready to start lap 98. And boy, these two now, they're starting to distance themselves from Corey Boone. Boone still got to be very excited to be running in the top 3 there. And really pretty comfortable too. He's 1.4 seconds ahead of David Meacham. And Meacham, you know, he can't be too upset either, really. He's in that top 5. There's a nice battle going on behind him, though. Shane Christie battling with Jeff Carter there in that 5 car. Garrett Kaiser right there behind them. Looks like Kaiser's going to try to get a run on the 7. Looks like he opted to go ahead. I'm just going to back off here just a little bit. How about let's see. I think that's Carl Rourke right behind him there, but he's not on the lead lap. Unfortunately, he's like 2 laps down. He's actually, well, take that back. I thought he was in a lucky dog position, but there's maybe 3 or 4 cars that are only 1 lap down. I think that's Craig Martin. He's actually it's John Hopley, who is the first, who's in the lucky dog position, I believe. Meanwhile, Krzyzewski there continues to lead. Boy, I tell you, Justin Lesher's putting the heat on him, though. We're now lap 101. They race down the backstretch. And now this time around, after this restart, you know, a lot of the field they're a lot tighter. Now there's still a couple of different groups there. Go back like in 5th. You see this group of cars right here. Carter having a nice battle with Meacham there for that. Looks like he just got that 4th position from him. And a little bit further back, 9th spot, Levi McFarland. Enjoyed some time at the front there. Now he's still inside the top 10. He's right ahead of that group right behind him. Whoops, went in the wrong direction. There we go. Travis Eccles in the 10th position. Oh, did I just see somebody get in the wall there almost? Somebody's up high. There's Carter. That might have been Garrett we saw, might have tasted the wall there just a little bit. I saw a bunch of guys going past a red car on the high line there. Travis Eccles, though, having a great race here in the top 10. About 3/10 there on John Hopley. Now Hopley, though, he is 1 lap down, so that's not even for position. 11th place, Matthew Dunn, he's a little ways back. There he is, about a second, or a little over a second behind Travis Eccles. So Travis still has a little bit of cushion, plus he has some lap cars between him and Dunn to keep him in that top 10 position. Meanwhile, up the front, Krzyzewski continues to lead. That gap is only 0.3 of a second. Oh, we got a caution here, and it looks like Kyle Martin. Oh, heavy damage on the number 12. Oh, the whole front of that car is gone. And oh boy, not much of the rear left either. Let's go back here at the replay here to see what happened. There he is racing along, and there's not hardly anything, nobody around him or anything, and doesn't look like anything's getting ready to happen in front of him. Now, who is that? 71. He is up close to the wall. That's David Carter. I wonder if he makes contact with the 71. Carter got up into the wall, and the 12 just couldn't. Oh, and he gets airborne. And yep, that's where he starts losing body parts there, folks. Man, up spinning like a top, comes down on all fours though. Wow. And he's probably able to drive it back. If he had landed on his roof, of course, he would have had to tow in. Man, a very acrobatic flip there for the number 12. So we're here, caution lap 107. Of course, all your leaders are coming in. There's Levi McFarland, Justin Lesher, he's on pit road. See, where's Krzyzewski? There he is, right, trying to grab him. There he is. He beats him off. Being the leader, he was the first one in, so you would hope that he'd be the first one back out. Lesher retains his second position. David Meacham now in that third spot. Corey Boone running fourth. Jeff Carter in the fifth position. Then we have Shane Christie in the sixth spot, followed by Garrett Kaiser, seventh. Justin Williams in the eighth position. Levi McFarland now ninth, and Matthew Dunn rounds out your top 10. Well, he's missing the nose on the front of that 55, though, but he's out there. He probably can still run with it. I think he already used his faster pair, too. So I wonder if he's going to pit again or not. I think there may be, let's see, are there some lap cars in front of them? Yes, they are. There's going to be some other folks that are going to get a wave around. Yeah, Brian Kozad is still showing as retired now in 22nd position. Something happened there, and he just lost. Boy, and you know what? He had just gained the championship lead, and he is going to lose it here tonight by losing his internet connection. Man, terrible break there for the 87 Kozad, and not as bad of a break, not as bad luck for Krzyzewski, because he could use, regardless of where he finishes, he could stand to lose, to have the championship leader lose a connection like that and lose a whole ton of points and allow him and Justin Lesher actually, to they may move up there pretty close. They may leapfrog him here. I got to go back and look and see what it is points-wise. What's the spread there? While we're under caution, let's take a quick look at that. See, Kozad, he was only ahead by 9 points, and of course we had Justin Lesher in second, Matthew Chase in the third spot. But there is a bit of a gap, though. You can see there's like 200, over 200 for Matthew Chase. Behind Justin Lesher. Travis Krzyzewski, he's about 339 points out of first. That's going to help a little bit. Brian Kozad getting knocked out, but well, I tell you, every little bit helps, though. Every little bit helps. Lights are out on the pace car, so we'll be going green next time around. It'll be lap 110. We have a good 40 laps to go here, folks. Now it looks like just about the entire, well, a good portion of the field pitted on lap 106, 107. See, Carl Rourke, he pitted on lap 105. So everybody's got fresh tires, full tank of fuel. And I don't think fuel is any kind of an issue with 40 laps to go. So this is just going to be just a straight up street fight here now, folks. For the folks that are on the lead lap anyway. And our streak of having every single car in the race, unfortunately, has been broken by Brian Kozad losing his internet connection. Pace car is in. Grzelewski holding him down a little bit. Now he pulls the trigger, and we're racing once again. Boy, how about David Meacham? He got a little bit of a jump himself on Justin Lesher. Lesher might have fell asleep at the switch there. Boy, Corey Boone, he's trying the 8 now, going down into turns 1 and 2. Boone right now in third. Lesher, he now starting to get that head of steam built up. Boy, Lesher, he had to, I don't know if he checked up just a little bit or what. Man, they're really racing hard there. Here they go down to the line. Lesher, he'll move past Boone there into that third spot. Boone not giving up, fighting back hard on the high side. And Boone is going to take back that third position. Grzelewski is still your leader. He loved these guys battling behind him. David Meacham, he's probably very excited to be right there in that second spot and let those guys behind him battle it out. The more they battle, and that's better for him, allow him to try to get away from them. And they definitely are battling. Corey Boone and Justin Lesher. Lesher trying to size him up once again. Got about a 1/10 of a second gap there on the 8 car. Lesher might be a little quicker than him into turns, but Boone is getting a good run off the corner, making it difficult for Lesher to try to get a run on him. We're starting lap 114. You see they're both running that high line. Boone, he dropped down one lane though. Not quite as high as Lesher that time around. Playing good defense here right now, making that 83 car as wide as possible. Kyle Martin, green flag pit stop for the 12 car. That heavy damage on the 12. Wonder if he's got a faster pair trying to get to his spot. And no, it doesn't look like he does. He's just getting tires. Well, David Meacham now in the second position. They're still battling behind him. Boone's still trying to fight off Lesher. He's managing to do so. And I tell you, the more they battle, the more they're going to burn up their tires, allowing both Grzelewski and Meacham to just run their race. 25 laps remaining now, folks. Time is starting to run out for the 8 car. Let's look a little further back. There's Jeff Carter. He's leading Justin Williams. Carter in that 5th spot. Williams right there in the 6th position. These laps are really going to click off fast now, folks. Garrett Kaiser, he's a little bit further back there in 7th. A little bit of a gap between him and Shane Christie. Then we got Travis Eccles. Eccles now in the 9th position. Very good run for the 72 car tonight. Levi McFarland rounds out your top 10. Now he's got Carl Rourke behind him, but that's not for position. I don't think they're on the lead lap. Rourke and Martin. So a nice little cushion there for Levi McFarland. there's McFarland. There's Kyle Boone. He's got a few lap cars between him and the 11 car, which is who he's racing for position. In fact, just those two to be exact, of Martin and Boone. I'm sorry, not Boone, but Rourke and Martin. 22 laps remaining. Kwiatkowski continues to lead. In fact, he's opened up a 1.85 second gap on David Meacham. There's Meacham in the second spot. Now, Lesher, he did get by Corey Boone for that third spot, now trying to run down to 13. And all the while, Kwiatkowski is trying to make a getaway as Lesher tries to pick off the 13 here. Side by side going down the backstretch. Boy, they got a little close there. Side by side, David Meacham refusing to give up. Meacham hanging tough on the high side there. Looks like Lesher, it looks like he just about got him. Just when you think he's got him, Meacham is fighting back on that high side. That top groove is working pretty good for that 13, making it very difficult for the 8 to get past him. They're just strumming off a little bit more speed on that lower line, and right now, Lesher just cannot get past the 13. Try as he might. Trying to see if he can get a good run here. David Meacham running some good defense here. There he goes now. Lesher going to try to pull the trigger this time, get a good run on the 13. And I think he's going to get him this time, folks. And he's got half a car length ahead as they go through turns 3 and 4. Can he make it stick, though, as they come down to the line? Boy, they were right nosing the who. Okay, he's showing his second. And they're door-to-door going into turn 3. I think he's got the advantage now, though, as they come out of turn 2. So Justin Lesher will, for the moment anyway, have it from Meacham. How about David Meacham? Boy, man, he is battling back once again. And now he moves back ahead of the 8 car. Man, these guys are going at it like they're racing for the win. And all the while, Travis Kwiatkowski is sailing off into the sunset, almost 3.5 seconds ahead of these guys. The more they battle, the quicker and the further ahead Kwiatkowski's going to get. 17 laps to go. And man, he's almost a half a straightaway ahead of the 8 car. Now, can he maintain that gap over 3 seconds? There's nothing between him and Lesher now. There he is. There's Justin Lesher. Lesher just can barely see the leader now. 3.26 seconds behind him. 3 seconds, that's a lot of time to make up, especially when the guy you're chasing has very clean air. I mean, let's look, there's nobody in front of him at all. Garrett is like 3 seconds ahead of him in 24th spot. And this race could be very close to over by the time he gets to the 24 car. And that gap is starting to come down, though. Now it's almost 3 seconds flat. David Meacham, he's starting to lose a little ground himself. He's 1.6 behind Justin Lesher. And now trying to hold on to that third spot. Corey Boone is right there, starting to work in a little bit closer and more. They're battling behind him. Here's a battle for 5th, 6th, and 7th. That's Justin Williams. And then there's Jeff Carter trying to get past Williams. And, man, they're having a good old dog fight right here, folks, for 5th, 6th, and 7th position. But Garrett Kaiser, he's back. There's Kaiser down on the inside. Oh, Oh, somebody got a little out of shape there. I think it might have been, was it Justin Williams? I think it was. He manages to hold on to it, though. Jeff Carter still trying to find a way past. Grzywinski still with 2.9 seconds now, 13 laps remaining ahead of Justin Lesher. A lot of your battling near the front is pretty much with this group right here. A little bit further back here, there's Travis Eccles. Still in that 9th spot. Very close to trying to pick up 8th there, trying to get past Shane Christie in the 7 car. And those are the guys in front of him that are doing all that battling in front of them. Now 11 laps remaining. Travis Grzywinski still clearly out front. The gap is 2.9 seconds. Now just into the 2.8 range. Justin Lesher, man, he's gonna have to run the Goodyears off of that thing to try to catch the 93. 11 laps to go, and make it 10 now as the leader crosses the line, and he's still at about 2.9 seconds, and that's a whole lot of time to try to make up. And these laps are winding down very quickly, and you know, I think he would love it if he could get a caution right now just to bunch this field up. He needs to close that gap. He needs a caution to come out so that he can get closer to the 93 and try to make something happen on a restart. At least he's nice and close then, and a little bit of drafting would help him out and stuff, you know. But let's look at the lap time comparisons here and see who's doing what here. Let's go ahead and turn that on, and Lesher and Grzywinski. Now, Lesher has been quicker every single lap. Not by much, just mere hundredths of a second. And being quicker by that much, that's not going to gain you a whole lot of time. The gap is still 2.7 seconds. 9 laps remaining. And it's done now, lap 31, now lap 132. And that time, Grzywinski was actually quicker. He was 4 1,000ths of a second. Quicker than Lesher. So yeah, I mean, what can you do? There's not much you can do in that situation. And just ride it on out here. Travis Grzywinski, good little ways down the track there. You see him there crossing the line. There's Lesher crossing the line, and then there's Meacham and the rest of the pack. All these guys here are all battling for a lot of these top 10 positions here. Jeff Carter. Working hard on Garrett Kaiser there, trying to see if he can get past the 18 car. Kaiser himself trying to see if he can get past the 26, Justin Williams. Williams right now in that top 5 position, 5th. 6 laps remaining now. Grzywinski still has a 2.7 second gap. As long as these guys, as long as nothing goes wrong here, Grzywinski's finally thinking, okay, guys, you can race hard, but just keep this thing green, man. Just keep that pad here for me, and you can best bet these guys are giving it everything they got, though. David Meacham right there, and Corey Boone starting to inch up just a little bit more. Less than 0.2 of a second now behind the 13. He might try to make a move himself. 5 laps remaining. You can hear how they're getting out of the throttle. I think those tires are starting to go away a bit, and you just have to, you can't push it, but so much that car will push into the wall. Is he close enough to try to make a pass? I think he's going to go for it as they go down to turn 1. And looks like, yes, Meacham has been very tough on that high side, but I think, yeah, Boone's got him. Corey Boone up to that third spot. He's going to try to hold on to that, man. It's good grief. Meanwhile, there's Justin Lesher. That gap is now just over 3 seconds. And 3 laps to go. It's pretty much past the point of no return now. Only a caution will keep him, will enable him to catch up. The gap is just too much. And here's where a lot of the racing is right here. Let's look a little further back. There's Matthew Dunn, John Hopley right there. A lot of the other guys, they're like laps down. A lot of the battling. Boy, look at Justin Williams. He's up there now. He might get a chance to get past Dave Meacham for that 4th spot, perhaps. Travis Kwiecinski doesn't care because he's about to get the white flag this time as he makes his way through turns 3 and 4. Here he comes now, coming down to the line. White flag is in the air for the 93. He just has to hold on. Even if something would happen now, the race would be over. Kwiecinski with a 3.3 second lead here. David Meacham trying to hold it. He's down 4. Corey Boone, he's got that 2nd position easy. But as he makes his way down to the line, it's going to be Travis Kwiecinski with the win here tonight at Charlotte. Travis Kwiecinski, your winner here tonight. And boy, I know he is one happy camper, folks. He just had too much for Justin Lesher there at the end. Lesher had clean track to try to run him down and was just unable to do it. He still has a ways to go to catch up to the leaders points-wise, but he is still well up into the positions now. He just needs to close the gap points-wise, and this will definitely help as Kwiecinski burns him down here, celebrating. And as he does that, we're going to go ahead and get everybody up into the victory circle here. Let's go find, we're looking for Kwiecinski, Lesher, and Boone. And there's Travis. We'll move him on up. So let's see. Move to, where is it? Where is the, hold on a second. I don't see it. Do they, hold on a second here. That's, where is, trying to move him to victory lane. Justin Lesher's already there. And, see, where is Kwiecinski? Travis, did he jump up there already himself? Okay, he's already up there. And who else are we looking for? Corey Boone. Let's see if we can find Corey here. Let's see. There's a lot of different teams. I don't see Corey. He might jump in here in a minute. We're going to just go ahead and jump on down to Victory Lane. Okay, folks, we're here in Victory Lane. Turn that on. Okay, folks, we're down here in Victory Lane with 2 of your top 3. Travis Kwiecinski, your winner. Justin Lesher, second. Corey Boone, maybe we'll see if we can get him in the booth later. Hey, Travis, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, congratulations. I know you're one happy camper tonight, man.
Oh, man, yeah, I am. Yes, I am.
Well, I tell you, man, able to avoid a little bit of trouble there and stuff. And, boy, when you got that clean air and it was just you and Justin. And, man, I tell you, you knew you were just going to have to outrace him there at the end because there was nothing to stop him from catching you. And congratulations, because y'all pretty much had everybody was equal with tires and fuel, and there was no issue there at all, was it?
Not really, not at the very end there. Before that last caution, I was definitely on a couple lap older tires than Lesher, so I was curious to see if it would have stayed green, how that would have played out, because I think we all would have needed at least another pit stop for fuel. But yeah, holding that high line. Lesher was racing me earlier too, trying to gain that lead back, but holding the high line, you just not much you can do there to get around.
Absolutely, man. I tell you, and Ned did a good job hanging in there, and just had it was a good race all around, and a lot of action throughout the field tonight.
Yeah, it definitely was a lot of fun up front. I mean, I pulled all the way to the lead from 11th pretty quickly, but racing through everybody was a lot of fun, and sounded like a lot of people were having a good race in it.
10-4, man. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
I just want to say thank you to our teammates. David was definitely helping me out there at the end, holding Lesher up a bit. But and then you for the broadcast and everybody watching, thank you.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations, man, and we will see you next week.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Good night. Hey, Justin, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, I tell you, good battling throughout the race, and you had a shot and just couldn't quite catch him there at the end, huh?
Yeah, I think I kind of gave it away when I pit there around lap. I think it was like 90 or something, and everybody stayed out, and I never got back up to the front. It was really hard to pass. You needed the top line or the whole track to make the pass, and being on the bottom, I just got so tight. And I raced Meacham there for a second for probably about 10 laps, it felt like. And probably once I was able to clear him, I started catching Travis, but I was driving really hard and the tires were gone. So I just didn't have enough time.
Yeah, I tell you, man, you and David, boy, you guys are really going at it. And, I mean, credit to him. You guys drove hard, but nice and drove each other clean there, man. Y'all put on a great show.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. It felt pretty realistic there for a minute. I was crossing him over, and then I would get to underneath him and get tight. But I finally able to clear him. It was fun though. At least he raced me clean.
10-4, and well, I don't see. I usually try to do the top three, and I don't see Corey in here. I see David there. Might try to move him up here since he finished fourth. I'm gonna drag him up here if I can here, and. Well, it doesn't look like it won't let me move him, so we'll try that in a minute. But anybody you want to give a shout out there to?
Oh yeah, anybody watching, and obviously you for putting it on. I really appreciate it.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations again, and we'll see you next week.
All righty, man. Have a good night.
Okay. Okay, folks. Well, I couldn't move. I was gonna try to get David Meacham up to the booth there, but couldn't quite get him up there, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and go on through our finishing order here and bring that up for you. That is not what we're looking for. We want overall here. There we go. Travis Kwiecinski is your winner. Justin Lesher second. Corey Boone third. David Meacham fourth. Justin Williams fifth. Jeff Carter sixth. Then we have Garrett Kaiser seventh. Shane Christie eighth. Travis Eccles ninth. Levi McFarland rounds out the top 10. And then 11th, we have Kyle Boone, Matthew Dunn 12th, John Hopley 13th, Stephen McComas 14th, Brian Dobert 15th, Carl Rourke in the 16th spot. 17th is Matthew Chase, 18th Craig Martin, 19th is David Carter, Kyle Martin 20th, Charles Garrett 22nd, and Brian Kozad, unfortunately, with that internet let him go there, and he ends up finishing 22nd here tonight at Charlotte. And so that's how it goes sometimes. And but as always, we thank you for joining us here tonight for the race and here at Charlotte Motor Speedway with Rice Motorsports TV. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you next week for round number 12. For all of us here at Rice Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.